and Northern Ireland. Rachel, John, back to you both.
OK, Matt, thank you very much indeed.
Now, our next guest could be one of the country's youngest conservationists. He's 6 years old, he's Anishaw, and he's on a mission to save the planet, one YouTube video at a time.
Yeah, and during lockdown, he's been making these little documentaries to raise awareness of wildlife and nature. We're going to meet him in a moment, but first, let's see the man himself in action.
Snails are super duper shy because they have very bad eyesight and they get ready to hide in its shell. Let's go back to fly traps. So I want to show you the triggers of a pencil. There's like one I did, and it was like shut. This is all about ducks, but first let's talk about the duck secret. You know, males don't quack. It's kind of like us wearing some paddles in the lake. And you know, ducks have the special ability to fly. And you know, peacocks are the national bird of India.
Oh, it's brilliant. He's
Gorgeous.
absolutely fantastic, isn't he? Let's meet him. This is Anishaw and his dad, Anil. Welcome to breakfast. Thank you very much indeed. Hi, Anishaw. Big smile. And look, you've got loads of pictures you've done on your walls as well. You're nature mad.
Yeah, and my dad helped me to all these pictures with paintings.
Oh, it's absolutely brilliant. You tell us, so what is it that you love about the natural world? Why does it excite you so much?
Because every different species of animal has every kind of superpower. And I'm very interested to find out more about every kind of animal. I want to figure out how and when. Yeah, how does a bird eat? And when does a sparrow tweet the most?
I absolutely... Anisha, I love the fact that you say every creature has its own superpower. So even the most common things that we see every day that we probably don't notice, you are paying attention to.
Yeah.
And Anil, when did you first notice this passion for wildlife in Anishaw?
Thanks, Rachel. I think when he was 4 years old, we asked him that what he wants to do. He said that he wants to do a bird watching. Later, I think when his teacher showed him a whale dying with the plastic pollution, he was a bit seeing that image, and he wants to raise awareness with avoiding the plastic. So he started a Quit Plastic campaign 6 months back, and as part of that, he wants to show the beauty of animals, how beautiful they are and how good they are for the ecosystem. So that's all it started. That incident, it made him to think about the wildlife is important for ecosystem.
So, Anishaw, what's your favourite creature then?
It's hard to decide, but my most favourite is the smartest mammal in the sea. It's called the beluga whale. It is an Arctic whale. It's the smallest whale in the world. And with thick blubber, can actually survive in the coldest of Antarctica.
Wow. So, and what about what's your favourite fact about nature? What's the thing that you've learned that you most love?
So male animals are more protective when it's the breeding season because they need to find their mate. Then they can make a new generation happen of a family.
And Anishaw, have you got a wildlife hero, someone you see on the telly who you really look up to?
Yeah, I have a very good one. He is very smart. I have two of them. So the first one is called Steve Backshall. He even touched the poison dart frog. Yeah.
Steve Backshall, yeah. He's a
David Attenborough.
Yeah, and Steve Backshall, he's a top guy, isn't he? I mean, what would you say? I mean, if you could speak to Steve Backshall, what would you say to him?
Steve Backshall, can we do a video together?
Well, do you know what? We've got a bit of a surprise for you this morning. because joining us on the line from Surrey is Steve Backshall.
Hi, Steve.
Good morning, Anishaw. I'm so excited to speak to you. And in answer to your question, of course we can. We have to do a video together.
Speechless. Anishwa, why don't we hand this over to you? What would you like to say to Steve or ask him? Anything you like.
Steve, how poisonous is a poison dart frog?
So there's one particular kind of poison dart frog called the golden dart frog, which comes from Colombia, which is the most toxic animal on the planet. It has enough poison in its skin to kill 10 people, and it's no bigger than the end of my little finger.
Yeah, I actually seen you touch one of them. That and my mum said you're super brave. And did you know I'm your largest fan of all times? Yeah, I'm your largest fan. I've seen all of your
Well, I'm
episodes.
very glad to hear it. Do you know what? You are already well on the road to becoming an awesome conservationist and a super duper wildlife filmmaker. I am so proud of all you've achieved so far. But just make sure you stick with it, because it is the best way to spend your life. And I know you're going to have loads of fun and do your bit to save the planet as well.
Steve, what do you make of this young man's passion? I mean, I'm feeling excited by the way he's been talking to us this morning. I think we all are.
I think one of the most exciting things about right now, this period in history, is that we've got this new wave of young activists. I have one at my feet right now, actually, who are all wanting to do their bit to save the planet. I'm sorry about that. That wasn't planned. And you know, I think that that social media and YouTube has such a powerful part to play in this new wave of activism that he is right at the perfect time, the perfect place, and standing up to say, I want to make a difference, I'm going to make the planet a better place. It does my heart proud.
And Anishwa, I wonder if there's anything or anywhere that you want Steve Backshall to explore. Where would you go if you could go anywhere in the world?
Everywhere. Steve, have you actually did a video about tardigrades? They're such a very cool animal. You have to put them on the deadly sixes.
Was that tardigrades? Tardigrades,
Yeah.
the tiny microscopic creatures that have been sent into space and can endure incredible freezing temperatures. And they are one of the most extraordinary animals. And the most amazing thing is they're microscopic. So much of the most exciting life on our planet is teeny tiny. So if you want to be into wildlife, you want to learn as much as you can about natural history, start small. Start with what's called entomology, the study of insects and bugs and all of those crazy things, because that is an infinite... Oh, I'm covered in children. I'm sorry. Yes, absolutely, tardigrades. Yes, definitely deadly.
Anishwa, you probably can't see what's happening at the moment, but Steve's own child is getting jealous of all the attention that he's showing to you, I think, and he's competing for. It's basically Steve Backshall Childcare on BBC One right now.
He's being attacked by his own wildlife. That's
but
what's
he's
happening.
doing a brilliant job. Anishwa, you were saying you would love to make a programme with Steve. If you could choose a subject to investigate together, a place to go to, an animal or creature to find, what would it be? Pitch us a programme.
So, Stevie, I would like you to feature a deadly animal of this, a sparrow. Amazingly, very intelligent. The most intelligent animal, especially the scarlet cow. The one what I put that. See that brightly coloured bird? That's the scarlet cow. You definitely should put that on the deadly 60 because he's very smart. Have you ever put the Angela scarlet?
What I love is that you're thinking outside the box and you're redefining what deadly means, which is what it's been about all these years. It's not about animals being deadly to us. It's about animals being deadly in their own world, having super skills, super powers. And when you start to reinterpret the natural world like that, pretty much everything can qualify as being deadly, from the humblest animals we have in our back gardens to the most dramatic orca and sperm whale. Obviously no danger to us as human beings, but their superpowers in their world, interacting with other species, is what makes them special. And the fact that you picked that up at your age, when so many adults don't quite get that, is amazing. I think you've got a massive, massive future ahead of you, and I'm so glad that watching Deadly has helped set you on that journey.
Oh, that's absolutely. Hello, big wave to you as well. Steve, tell us the creature you're with at the moment is.
This is Bo, and I've got Logan with his hands up my shirt right now as well.
Well, Anishaw, I cannot tell you what joy you have brought to us all this morning. I feel privileged to have spoken to you, and I'm really excited to see where all this is going to take you. I think you are going to be a huge star. And Neil, thank you so much for being there. And I'm so glad we had a chance to bring you together with Steve as well. Best of luck, the start of a fruitful relationship, who knows? But thank you so much for your time.
You.
Bye-bye. Well, that was lovely, wasn't it? That was just what we all need. What a brilliant item. That was great.
I love him. I just love him to bits.
Which one, Anishaw or Steve?
No, Anishaw,
Okay.
also okay. Steve. Anyway, next week marks exactly a year since the UK first went into lockdown.